a TV series based on a toy that became a computer game, Bravestarr. Yes, I'm struggling to remember this one as well. It's apparently from the same people who bought us He-Man, Filmation. They spent $20 million making the series. One of those things where you make hundreds of episodes and then distribute them forevermore whilst heavily promoting the toy. Except unlike He-Man, no one really remembers this one. US Gold got the licence and put out a game under their Go label. Yes, a label that was quite short-lived. It'll start off on the Spectrum, and the game is by Probe. You are Bravestarr, the sheriff in the town of or place of New Texas, and you've got to solve a mystery and defeat someone. Anyway, here we are, running along, shooting things, and we're going to map at the top of the screen that currently only shows us our town we're in. And there's a time limit to complete the game, currently 8:14. Right, there's a saddle falling out of the sky there, and you need to press the button there, select where you want to go, and then fly your magic saddle to the location that apparently is on the map, which looks like a kind of rabbit's ears. But there you go. And the place you live, New Texas, is apparently full of tumbleweeds and demons and bad people. I got this game on budget on Kicks. I believe it was re-released very quickly after the game came out at full price. Might have been as little as 9 months. I can't nail that one down. One of the first Kicks games. So I remember Kicks becoming a thing and buying some of their games going, oh, those other Kicks games I've got are good, so I'll buy this one. So the baddies, when you shoot them, sometimes drop things that stop the countdown timer. Right, here we are. We're going to go into a cave, like Wookiee Hole. Examine. There's a green stove in the prairie mines and signs of a struggle. Can't talk to anyone. No, right, okay. So, let's leave the location. Right, so where do we go now? Amstrad CPC version. Nice probe graphic down the bottom right-hand side. Bravestarr, press fire to play. So first impression on the Amstrad is probably what grabbed me on the screenshots. Very colourful graphics. Very colourful graphics. Spot effects. But I'm running right. I ran left on the Spectrum version because I knew which way to go. But on the Amstrad version, I'm just going to explore the town a little bit and see what's around. So many baddies around that generally get in your way. And your energy, or your timer goes down faster when you are damaged. Right, leave, talk, examine. Know what to talk to. That's not what the picture says. Anyway, right, so here we are. We've got the jet bike. Or jet saddle, or whatever it is. And off we go. It's not a game like most probe games, in fact, that could be accused of not having nice, colourful graphics on the Amstrad. Reminds you slightly of, well, many other probe games. Dan Dare 3, even, the way the bullets appear. I mean, Probe, one of those companies that appear to have an engine and then just reused it over and over and over again. It's like a feather duster you're flying. Right, so here we are in the mines. No one to talk to. We can examine. There we go. Look. And suddenly for some reason, we know we need to go somewhere else without ever having... Actually, no, we've been told the prairie mines, so we're going to the prairie mines, right. Onto our flying feather duster. C64 version, David Whittaker tune, 1987 probe. The default settings on the menu screen is to have the music and the sound effects off. So we've got high-res backgrounds on the C64 and low-res foreground sprites, which I find slightly disconcerting. Where's our flying chair, which you can barely see? How do you even know that's there? In the brown on brown. So $8.99 on the Spectrum, $9.99 on the Amstrad, and C64, and then $14.99 for disc for the Amstrad. Crash gave the game 46%. Your Sinclair gave it 9 out of 10 and said it was a mega game. Bravestarr is a voyage of discovery, and it builds into something special. Amstrad Action, on the other hand, gave it 39% and said there was very little for your money. Only younger gamers will find this a challenge. Still, we are exploring. It's like a kind of early cinemaware game, I suppose. No, it isn't. What am I saying? I'm not going to take that off this voiceover. Well, it kind of is, because you're going to places and talking to people, so this would have felt quite different when it came out at the end of '87. Into the exchange, and you go to the exchange. There's no proper energy meter, so sometimes you die, but you don't quite know why you don't. Oh, get in there, come on. Right, I'm in. Right, okay. Talk. Will the exchange carry him for money? I've now got some money. Right. So we need to take our money and get more information about where Tex-Hex, whatever he's called, Tex-Mex, is, and then we can arrest him, because we are, of course, a space ranger, not a cowboy. Sheriff, we're a space sheriff. Right, going to the bar. Go in! Get in! Get in there! Go in! Get in! Get in! Go in! Right, thank you. Oh, it's awful controls on the 64. Right, so we've got our information. Well, I'm going to run out of time. There's our flying brown chair. He gets the brown background. And off we go. I thought Bravestarr had a horse. Didn't Bravestarr have a horse? It's a long time. Was it? I must have seen it at some point. It must have been around on telly. Anyway, back on the Specky, and we're looking for some baddie at this kind of deserted village. 4:22 left. And I keep being chased by dogs. As you go through, there you go, that's the bad guy I've got to shoot for some reason. Come on, shoot him, shoot him. Losing a lot of time here. Right, I think he's died. He's disappeared. What am I supposed to do now? Yeah. Via guesswork, what you do is you go back to the town's jail. For some reason, where you have him released and he gives you some more information. Yeah, there's a lot of this in Bravestarr. So again, on the deserted town section, I don't know why the bullets are so big on the Amstrad, like giant red pills. Two hours to go. Just a conventional energy bar and a timer would be much more useful than this nonsense on the top right-hand corner. I mean, what are the dogs? What are they? Cats? They're supposed to be dogs, but look more like kind of cats. And someone probably knows what the green things are, but I don't care. Right, there's a kind of mutant Doc Brown from Back to the Future, who's now shooting at me. He's gone, where's he gone? Where's he gone? He's just kind of bouncing around. I mean, his head isn't the same colour as his body, or is it? They're very slightly different shades of green. Who knows? Where's he gone? Come back here and just be shot. Oh, he's died, right. Oh, bad luck, Bravestarr. The spirit of Stampede rules New Texas again. Only you can save us now. Yeah. Back on the 64. I've had to play this through all again, but this time with a cheat on. Lucky me. So we're going to the jail to see where Tex-Mex is, and if we can get the information. Go in. Get in. Why is it right, it's glitching. It's done this to me before. First time I played the game, it glitched weirdly in that middle section. I can't get into the jail. I gave up on that in the end. Back on the Spectrum, where we can get into the jail. Right, let's examine UC Tex Hex. Let's talk to him. Will you release Tex Hex for information about Shaman? No, we shouldn't do that. We shouldn't just be letting prisoners out because they give us information. He'll cause more chaos next time. Apparently, the Shaman are performing at the Hexagon, which I assume is a small arts theatre, somewhere on the right-hand side of the map. I've got to remember where I've left my flying feather duster. And there he is, the bad guy. And we've shot him. Woo! We've completed Bravestarr in about 22 minutes. Bravestarr is a lacklustre cartoon best forgotten about that lives in the shadow of things like He-Man, and the computer game is much the same thing. Amstrad Action had it nailed on when they said only younger gamers would find this a challenge. It is ludicrously easy. I nearly completed it on my first go without any cheats, and only came back with cheats just to ensure I could get through to the end. And I know I completed this on my Amstrad back in the day. It is preposterously easy. But yet, the only difficulty in the game is where it doesn't tell you stuff, like you have to go to the jail. It's just a process of elimination of where haven't I been, so you end up going to the jail and okay, there's Tex Hex, who I defeated earlier. How did Tex Hex get from where? Wouldn't it have been me taking him back there? Wouldn't it? Couldn't the game have said, take Tex Hex back to the jail? I don't know. It's just, Amstrad version has attractive graphics, adequate sound. If you looked at the back of the packaging, it could probably attract you into buying the game. Spectrum version, again, it's fairly attractive, but there's not an awful lot there. I can't see how your Sinclair gave it a mega game. It must have been off the back of a rather lot of advertising purchased. And the C64 version, it moves nicely, but it's weird having those high-res background graphics and low-res sprites. Bravestarr has some nice concepts of exploring your surroundings and solving the mystery, but the problem is there's only one way through the game. You can't go wrong at any stage, and it is preposterously easy and ludicrously short. It's unsatisfying, it's short, and really, it's not very good.